guys, welcome back to a Blu-ray hunting video, and it is a jam-packed Blu-ray hunting video today. So much stuff to get into, there's so much things to look at, but not much to actually do Blu-ray hunting. This video is going to be quite jam-packed in terms of stuff going on. But we're just in Merthyr today. So Merthyr, low-key, is one of my favourite places to come. I mean, it's people slate Merthyr, but I like the CEX here. We're here on a Saturday as well, so we might be able to nip in a charity shop or two. And yeah, just like coming here, free parking. It's just all very, very good. And I've always had good pickups inside Merthyr CEX, so fingers crossed today that happens. I've got quite a lot of things to do. I've got a package here which I'm shipping out. This is for in post, so somebody bought some things off me. I think this is my Disney bundle. I had like 5 or 6 Disney titles and I just sold them in one go, so that was really good. I've got a bag full of stuff here to get into. I've got my iPad here to go for all the new releases, which we'll get into in a little bit. But I've also got in this bag loads of Blu-rays from pickups that I made during my trip to Manchester. If you guys watched my vlog of going to see Hans Zimmer live, if you haven't, you need to, because it's amazing. I did a vlog going up to Manchester to see Hans Zimmer, but on the way I was able to stop at 2 CEX stores in that video. I did film some footage in the store, but I didn't put it in that video. I'm putting it in this video, of course, because we're Blu-ray hunting. So I'm going to roll that footage now and yeah, see what we found in those 2 CEX stores up in Manchester. Yes, here we go then, Wythenshawe. This is a shopping centre. I'm parked just behind the store, to be honest, like by a shopping area, another shopping area rather. 4K section then seems pretty stacked, to be honest. Not many slips here, but we've got some Aquaman there, some Spider-Man, some Black Klansman. The Dark Knight trilogy is there alongside Batman v Superman. Over here we've got some Casablanca, Kronos, and some Close Encounters with the slipcover, which is quite a nice little find. Got some Evil Dead, Dead Impact. Right on the bottom we've got some Unforgiven, Violent Night, X-Men box set, Superman, Spider-Man, and you know, some Suicide Squad in there as well, alongside Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Iron Giant is there with a slipcover. This is one of the, I guess, well, they like HMV slip covers for loads of different films, but that is on the shelf. 10 quid for that animated film. Night Movies, or Moves there rather, is there, alongside Ninja and some New Adventures of Batman. We've got The Substance as well, £12 from Movie with a slip cover. Alongside that we've got September 5 for just £6 now, which is nice. Over here then we've got some Street Dance there, as you can see, Street Dance 2. Got some stand-up guys, and then down here we've got some White Queen. This is a TV show that I picked up pretty recently, but this comes with a slip box thing. I've not got that, but yeah, 3 quid for that one. We've got The Rescuers there as well for £3, so that's pretty cool, alongside some robots, which is quite a rare find from the creators of Ice Age. I remember that back in the day. And then we've got Rango, which is voiced by Johnny Depp. Down the bottom then here I've got some Star Wars Clone Wars. This is season 2. Along here then we've also got then Silent Hill, which I'm assuming is a game or based on, and then some Gulliver's Travels there is £1 for that one. Harry Potter stuff down there, alongside Hunger Games and How to Train Your Dragon. And then finally then we've got some Jurassic Park stuff alongside Journey to the Centre of the Earth. Not a bad little store that wasn't many pickups in there, but nice little to the point store. A few little pickups there which we'll get into. But okay then, store number 2. I actually went to Wythenshawe. That was the first store, and now I'm in Denton, and it's the first time I've ever gone to a CEX like this. I'm in a retail park with loads of shops, as you can see. And there's a CEX in this retail park, so let's go and have a look and see what a CEX retail park unit looks like. This is the first for me, and yeah, we're still on our way, of course, up to the Co-op Live. Yeah, the retail park here, you got some restaurants and phone shops, etc. There's an Aldi in the corner. There's the CEX logo up there, and then Poundland, the Range, Boots, and it goes all the way down there as well. The Flannels right down there, and New Look. CEX, on the other hand, as you can see, has a massive sign there, but that's the Works, and then next to it's Holland and Barrett. So I'm thinking it's down that little alleyway maybe. Let's go and have a look. Well, there is a massive arrow there, James, saying Everlast, and then CEX arrow, and then to the left, as you can see, there's the store just tucked down the side. Gotta be honest, I'd love one of these like back home, because like this is that thing I always come to. Like my other half could go to like Next and all the other shops, and I could go CEX. Yeah, we don't have any of these in South Wales. We need to. Merthyr, well, Merthyr have got a store. Caerphilly, for instance, like Caerphilly hasn't got a CEX, or Port Talbot. Yeah, we need to. This needs to happen. There we go. There's the logo, and then there is a ramp going up to the store. So yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, Yes, up the ramp then into CEX Denton on the side of this mega shop in this retail park. Big corner, they've got 5 racks there, including 4 Blu-ray ones rather, and 1 4K rack, so that's pretty nice. 4K section, then we've got some Batman there. We've also got some Paddington Peru for £8, which has come down in price massively, but unfortunately that slipcover is a little bit tatty. I would have picked that up if that was a good slipcover. We've got then, so as you can see, some Batman Begins, and then some 4 Musketeers as well. No slips on some of those though. We've got some Star Wars there, some Batman Forever, The Crow alongside Lightyear is down to £8. We've also got down here then Godzilla -1 for £22. Now I believe this is actually a custom inky print slipcover, because I don't think this film ever came with a slip, but that is on the shelf there for £22. We've got the Brutalist there, Interstellar, Kill Bill is down to £18 now, some John Wick there, 8 Mile, and some 3 Musketeers as well. On the shelf then we've got some Paddington 1 for just £5, next to some Ghostbusters, alongside Civil War, which is £12. But again, this didn't come with a slipcover, so this is definitely an inky print or some sort of custom slip. Nice to see. We've got Dead on the Nile there, or Death on the Nile, for £8 with the slipcover, alongside some Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning for £10 there. Over here then we've got some Home Alone, and then some True Lies as well, now down to £15. Again, this is one that was a bit expensive for a while, but it's nice to see the price drops in the 4K section at CEX are happening. Source Code there for £10 with a slipcover as well. One of the last ever like £10 with any pickups in HMV. And then we've got the Lion King there for £8. Down here then on the Blu-ray section we've got then the Collector. As you can see, we're all collectors, but this one I'm assuming collects things and bodies. Coraline there, 3D, £8. I really want a 4K like standard release of that. And then we've got Casper then for £10, the 25th anniversary, of course, Blu-ray. I probably did watch this in my childhood, but I cannot remember it. But yeah, it is on the shelf on Blu-ray. Next then up here we've got some Fantastic Four. That is there for £4. Next to Field of Dreams, which was recommended to me by Jamie Powell. £5 that is. I thought that would be a bit more expensive than it was, so yeah, that's quite interesting. Up here we've also got then Star Wars. This is like the fanboys, you can see like Star Wars kind of mock thing. It's like a YouTube video, I guess, but like on a Blu-ray in like a film. Yeah, £3 for that one. I've seen people be on about that in videos and stuff. We've got Minority Report. This is of course Tom Cruise. This is, I believe, coming out on 4K pretty soon. But yeah, as you can see, the Spielberg film there for £3 now is down there. Then we have The Railway Children Returns. This is the £2 pickup, as you can see, for this one. I've got the double pack of those, that one and the old one, I guess. We've got RoboCop, that's like a remake as well for £1. Revenant alongside Rabid is there as well. We've got a really weird PS3 case there for Saving Private Ryan with like no artwork either. A Single Man is there also, and then also we have 7 Psychopaths there for £2.50. Turtle stuff there, we've got a triple pack box set thing there. This is like animated stuff, and then we've got the like 90s movie there for £6, which is coming out on Arrow very soon. We then have Wonder Woman 1984 on the shelf with a slipcover, alongside then Welcome to the Punch with a lenticular, which is pretty nice. And then we have this Wyatt Earp Blu-ray, I guess. It looks like a Western. I've picked this up from Amazon in the sale a couple of months
Yes,
back.
there we go. So that is that footage, of course. Let's get into the receipts. So the first store was, yeah, Wythenshawe, CEX Wythenshawe, whatever that is. Yeah, I managed to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pickups in that store, and then I picked up a further 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the next store. So the 5 that I picked up in Wythenshawe then, all of which are Blu-rays. Yeah, there was one real movie and the rest not so much. You'll understand why. But the one film I picked up was a film that I have not seen on Blu-ray, and I don't see it that often, from the creators of Ice Age, is Robots. Yes, I remember this as a kid. I had this on DVD, and yeah, it was really good. It follows Rodney Copperbottom, an inspiring inventor who travels to a robot city to meet his idol, Big Weld. And it's a whole adventure story, and I haven't seen it for a long time, and I just thought, you know what, £8, yeah, but it's not something you see that often. And yeah, you know, my little girl might want to watch this one day. Like, I definitely will. I've been going through this thing recently where I've been like trying to personalize my collection for me, and like this is that kind of thing. Like, I probably will give it a rewatch and then decide if like obviously it sticks in the collection or not. But for now, I thought I don't see it if ever, so I thought I'd grab it. £8, you know, decent start, but you know, when you see something out and about, you got to just grab it because you don't see it that often. Then I picked up a further 4 titles. Now, all of these are basically 50p each Blu-rays because they are basically just going to be used for cases. Now, I've run out of my Blu-ray cases. I was looking online at cases, and sometimes you can get them really cheap, but sometimes they can be quite expensive. But I went through some in CEX, and as you can see here, Slumdog Millionaire, 50p, Expendables, the first one that is, and then 2 copies of Snow White and the Huntsman, all of which I'm going to bin and basically just get rid of and keep the cases for the 50p. The guy even said to me, like, you know, you do realize that these are the same film, and I was like, yep, I know, I just need the cases. So yeah, so that's those 4. I need some cases, which might be the theme today as well, and I'm looking for loads of cases, to be honest. So that was everything then in Withenshaw. There I paid a total of £10 for everything there, of course, £2 for the 4 cases, and then £8 for robots. So that's a good start, but only really one pickup, of course, because most of them are cases. Then we went across to Denton. So this is CEX in Denton on Crown Point Shopping Park. Really interested, you know, on a shopping retail park. Was very interesting to see that. I spent 24 quid in there, quite a few more, but there was 1, 2, 3 50p. So the 3 50p that I got in terms of the cases, the first one being The Hangover Part 2. Then I also got another copy of Slumdog Millionaire, and then Fame. But I'm actually thinking with Slumdog Millionaire that I might keep this one and actually give it a go, because yeah, I've never seen it, and it's 50p, and I remember it was quite a big thing in the Oscars back, like way back when, and of course directed by Danny Boyle, so might give that a shot. But the rest of them, they can go. Fame and thing, I've never seen Fame either, but I can't imagine that Fame film is quite good. But I basically grabbed things that were like, you know, like when you can feel things and they're like brand new. That's what I did basically. So, and also, like, tip, if you're doing this, get ones with slip covers on, because the slip cover ones like kind of protect it. So that's something to keep an eye out for as well. So yes, like I said, Slumdog Millionaire I might actually keep alongside then robots. So 850 so far then. So as I say, we're keeping those 2 there. So that is some 50p's there that we got from Denton, and then we then picked up a good couple of things. How many things have I left here? 4 things, one of which is a 4K, which is great. We'll go lowest to highest on these 3 though. The cheapest one was, again, something I've not seen that often, which is tends to be the theme here. Camp Rock 2. This is the Final Jam. Really good. I remember these films being really good, but of course number 3 is coming out, so I was thinking this price might actually shoot right up, so that's why I grabbed it. Need to just get number 1 now, but I've never seen number 1 for such a long time, so I need to give that a watch. Also comes with the DVD, and then of course that Blu-ray. So nice. So that's that Camp Rock one. Then I got one from 2008, which I've always seen, or I had seen previously on, I think, Big Paulie's video, and this is Fanboys from 2008. Massive Star Wars fan, and this is like a bit of a, I guess, like you could say it's like a YouTube videos nowadays, in terms of they go on a trek all the way to Skywalker Ranch, and they attempt to steal a copy of episode 1 before the film is released. That's basically the thingy. That's what it says in the back anyways. So it's a bit of like a, you know, jokey kind of thing, but as you can see, Fanboy, Star Wars themed, I kind of had to get it. And I've never seen that in CEX. This one was a surprise, and I thought this would be really much more expensive. A film from 1989 that has been recommended to me by Jamie Powell, and this is Field of Dreams, Kevin Costner. I thought this would be very expensive in terms of, you know, on a Blu-ray, but I know he recommended this to me, so I thought I had to get this, because as I say, I thought this was very much more expensive than it was. But £5 that was. And then the 4K one then was £12, but this is a very unique one. It comes with, or came with, a slipcover for Civil War. Now, I don't have Civil War. I've always wanted to get Civil War, but Civil War never actually came with a slipcover. So this is a cover that has been designed and made, obviously, by like an Inky Prints kind of thing. So yeah, there was quite a few of those in Denton. Really nice to see, and you know, starting to see them quite a lot now. I am in CEXs, but whenever I see them, of course, you know, because this slipcover alone is like £8, £9. So if I wanted to get that in the future, yeah, so that's why I grabbed that one, because I haven't got the film, and also the slipcover just makes it, doesn't it? So really nice condition. There's the back there as well. Fantastic, like brand new, and the spines as well. Fantastic. So that's great. So that is all the pickups from Denton and Withenshaw, of course, going up to Cardiff. Good to start the video kind of backwards a little bit, like normally doing pickups obviously towards the end, but we're starting with a ton of pickups, of course, and of course some actual disc cases that I can use for other reasons. So not too bad, as I say. You know, quite rare things really in terms of going to different stores, which is really cool. We are in the car though in Merthyr, and I'm gonna put this all in the bag now, because that's the start of the day. But obviously, do I include them as pickups for this week? Technically yes, but technically no, because we're going to start again. So yeah, that is the two stores. They're really good, and nice surprise. I didn't think I'd have the time to actually go to 2 stores, if let alone 1, but we did, so that's great. Now then, the new releases of the week. Now that's all out of the way, of course, starting the video, as I say, with a bit backwards, but yeah, we'll get into this. I've got the iPad with me today, of course, going into the Bluray.com app to see what is coming out, of course, on the 8th of December. Mad. We are like, I'm literally going into my last week at work now. I finish on the 12th, so amazing. But yeah, so we have then not a busy week this week, but we do have a few things to discuss and go through. So yeah, we have a quite relatively big release, a 2025 film releasing through Elevation on 4K. I've never seen this film. This is Caught Stealing. This stars Austin Butler, Zoe Kravitz I think is in there as well. It's 15 quid, I believe, on Amazon. So if you want to grab it from there. I've never seen the film, and to be honest, don't really plan to anytime soon. I probably will watch it on like streaming or something before committing, but I've never seen it in the cinema. I didn't have chance at the time. So yep, Caught Stealing is coming out on a 4K, of course, and we are also getting a Blu-ray release, which is nice to see, of course, to have the 2. 4K release then from the 2024 film The Shrouds is coming out as well, alongside a 4K steelbook release of Anaconda. This is an older film, I think, from 1997, but they're going to remake it or do something along the lines of Anaconda with Jack Black and Paul Rudd, I believe, around Christmas time. So maybe that's tied into that. But there's a 4K steelbook of Anaconda coming out as well. Radiance, then we get a couple of Radiance releases. So we get Le Naughty Blanchet from 1957. We get Un Femme Douche from 1969. We also get Splendid Outing from 1978 coming out through Radiance. Jarhead is also coming out on a 4K steelbook alongside a standard 4K Amaray release. That's the film from 2005. Never seen that film, but I know it's like a bit of an army kind of war-y film, so that is coming out as well. 4K release of the Pusher trilogy, which I've never heard of, from 1996 to 2005. That's a 4K release, of course. We get a film starring Orlando Bloom called The Cut from 2024. Looks like a boxing sports film. Next one then on 4K is a film that has been released in a box set by the looks of things, and this is called Perfect Blue. Looks a bit like anime in my opinion, but that is also coming out. Arrow are releasing Shore Scope Volume 4 from 1975 to 1983 in a nice purpley looking box set, which is pretty cool. We also get from Eureka Triple Threat, the 3-film edition from 1974 to 1990. Burt Lancaster is coming out also on Eureka with the film Apache. 1954. Then we have some Cyberpunk Edge Runners coming out. This is a steelbook edition coming out. This again looks a bit like anime kind of thing, but there's a steelbook of that coming out, a Blu-ray steelbook alongside a Blu-ray standard release, and also it looks like a box set of that is coming out as well. Maybe that's like a box set of previous seasons or something, I'm not too sure, but yes. Criterion then, His Girl Friday is coming out on 4K. Looks like a bit of a multi-pack box set from 1931 to 1940. Frankenhooker is also coming out from 1990. That is coming out. We then get a film from 1986, Class of Newcomb High is also coming out, and then Barbarella 4K is coming out from 1968. Looks like you get a ton of goodies with that one if that is a film you're interested in. Dazzler Media, then we get The Jester 2 on Blu-ray coming out. Alongside then we also get some high fidelity pure audio of these are like albums, and this is Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Pleasure Dome, so that's coming out. Film I did miss in the cinema starring Margaret Qualley is Honey Don't. That is coming out on a standard Blu-ray only. Doesn't seem to be getting a 4K. 4K though, speaking of, we are getting Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues. I swear this had a cinema run in Cineworld, but yep, 4K release of that. And then Heathers on 4K is getting released by Arrow actually, and yeah, I need to get that. I should get that review copy in because I always wanted to know the story of Heathers. It's a musical now, isn't it, on the stage and stuff, but yeah. Devilman Crybaby, the complete set, looks like it's coming out. Really nice artwork on that. Looks very like the Batman kind of vibes. Another Criterion then, Sancho the Bailiff is coming out from 1954. Arrow 4K, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark is coming out. The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon season 3. This is like the spin-off Walking Dead season, but that's, yeah, season 3 coming out for that. We Still Kill the Old Way is coming out from 1967, alongside Odyssey, which is not the Odyssey film that we're all waiting for next year. This looks like his own kind of thing. I think it's from Jared Johnson, I think, from what I saw. That is it. As I say, I didn't say there was many out today. There's a lot out, but not really much substance in terms of mainstream releases. A lot of like boutique label stuff coming out this week. There's not really much big things coming out this year, actually, to be honest. One thing though that is coming out on December the 15th, I have actually taken delivery for today, and there it is, Boogie Nights on 4K. This is coming out on December the 15th, so next week Monday, for the first time in 4K, as you can see there. Stars Mark Wahlberg as well. So Boogie Nights endures for its beautiful portrait of non-traditional families for Reynolds and Wahlberg, the surrogate father and son who were never better. For Philip Seymour Hoffman, squeezing into character and breaking hearts. For its prodigy director, sticking to his guns and nailing it. And for John C. Reilly's hot tub poetry, for Roller Girl, is everybody ready? Boogie Nights is out there, filmed by Paul Thomas Anderson, of course. I like the musical to this, and I'm looking forward to giving this a watch. So stay tuned for next week's video. I will watch this week, and I will give you my thoughts on that, of course, next week in terms of, well, the day is out. And thank you so much to Warner Brothers for sending this over. I mean, how long is that going to last now? Because with the whole news of Netflix and Warner Brothers, yeah, I don't know. We need to hope and pray that they continue to do releases, but we don't know. We do get a slim case of it, of course, with a slipcover as well, so that's pretty nice. Yes, inside looks like we're just going to get a standard black disc, as you can see. Boogie Nights 4K HDR. Doesn't look like it comes with any Dolby advancements. We do get a DTS HD master audio and Dolby audio there. No Dolby Vision. It just has a HDR symbol. So if it has a HDR symbol there, then it just has the standard HDR. So it's a very minimal release, and also, you know, with something like this, you kind of want a good musical track, in my opinion. So yeah, I will give this a watch this week. This will be a first time watch for me, but I do know bits about it, I guess. I think, but yeah, I think I know I think I know bits about it anyways. But that is the new 4K, of course, coming out on the 15th of December. Right, well, this clip is actually 19.5 minutes, and this video we're probably in at about 15 minutes now, and we haven't even got in. We've done so much bits and bobs to get through. We haven't even gone Blu-ray hunting yet. Well, we did technically. It's kind of like 2 in 1, isn't it? But let's leave this year now. Let's get over into, of course, CEX in Merthyr. Right, just walked down the entire high street just down there. I'm going to do this parcel for this vintage. I thought it was in post, but it's actually in every parcel. So yeah, a little bit annoying, but a bit of a walk ride, doing it anyways. And then I'll walk backwards and we'll stop in all the charity shops before CEX, because yeah, let's have a look what charity stuff they've got to potentially buy. Okay, so still got the package. There's no shop that exists called Lisa's Local, but the map says it was here and it wasn't. So there was a premiere, so I went in there thinking that was it, but it's not. They don't do it, so I'll just carry it, and if I see a shop, then I'll post it then. But I missed the post office because it shuts at 12:30, but it's like 1:45 now, so yeah, I'm a bit later on in the day. Right, charity shops then. We've got Greyhound Rescue Wales here, looking very Christmassy and very festive as we get in here. Only a couple of Blu-rays here in the shelf. As you can see, they got a little sign, so DVDs 50p or 5 for £1, and then they've got £1 each on the Blu-rays. So Transformers is there and Need for Speed. Up here we've got Terminator 3 on a DVD. I got the Blu-ray of this, but it's quite a rare find. But yeah, really good film nonetheless. We've got then Hospice of the Valleys, so again another charity shop. Some more Blu-rays in here, all about, I think they were £2 each. So we've got some Jurassic World there with a slipcover. We've then got up here Charlie Cloud or Charlie St. Cloud there, and then we have then some Vampire Hunter Abraham Lincoln 3D thing. Apocalypse, X-Men and Haywire is there as well, and then there's a few more on the shelf here. We've got some standard Wonder Woman there with a really nice looking slip, and then we have some Hunger Games, the first one. Next to that, then some Days of Future Past. American Hustle is also there, which is the film starring Christian Bale. And then we've got an Annie and Oliver double pack DVD box set. Pretty cool. I'd like the original Annie on a Blu-ray, to be honest, but I don't think that's ever going to happen for a while. But yeah, double pack for those who's pretty good. CEX then, let's go into CEX in Merthyr. There's still got 4 little stacks here, nothing too big and nothing too small really. Box set wise though, I'm noticing a few. So we've got some Bambi there, Bambi 1 and then Bambi 2 for £4 for both. Not too bad, that isn't, in fairness. If you are looking for, like, you know, the obscure releases of Disney. Bambi 2 probably would be one of those. Back to the Future trilogy is there for £12, and a really nice look condition box set as well. This is where I'm really jealous of like just Blu-ray collecting, because 4K box sets would just be really expensive. Got some Rambo there as well, which is in really good condition as well. Looks like a crate, like a, you know, an army crate thing. 15 quid there. We've then got Twilights. This is a big old box set, each different array case for each different movie, but that is on the shelf for £22. Die Hard then, this is the Legacy collection for 10 quid. So Bruce Willis is John McClane. So it's all 5 films in there for £10. We've got Guardians Volume 1 and 2 in a box set. This is 3 quid for those two. Pretty nice. Yeah, so quite a few that just stood out and jumped at me. Camp Rock 2 did jump at me, but unfortunately I've already picked this up, obviously. It's typical, and then you see something and then all of a sudden then you see it again. I've never seen this before, and it has a slipcover in Wales, so yeah, it's a shame. Beauty and the Beast there, £2. This is the 3-day Blu-ray version. Yep, one of my favourite live action remakes. We've got Black Society trilogy there on Arrow, £15 for this one. So yeah, if you're interested in your Arrow, you can grab it there and then. 4K wise them, 1917 with the slipcover there for 10 quid. We've got The Martian for £12, a little bit expensive in my opinion, that is. We've got Kingdom of Heaven now down to 20 instead of obviously being 25, but that is on the shelf with a slip. With some Moana 2, which has dropped massively in price at CEX, it's down to £10. No slip on that one, unfortunately. You got the Suicide Squad there as well, and then we've also got then the Outlet of the Dead, and then we've also got then the Kelvin timeline Star Trek trilogy for 40 quid, and then finally then we've got some Lion King on 4K. This is £8 for the 4K with the slipcover, as you can see, so pretty nice. Yes. Then down here we've got some Life of Pi for £1. I've got that on 4K. I've never seen it. I need to watch that film. Legendary Amazon there for £2. A couple of copies of Les Mis alongside the musical in concert version of Les Mis. Up here we have then One Direction, so a few musical stuff on the shelf. £4 for this one. Obviously maybe this might go up in price due to Liam Payne's passing, but it hasn't. But yeah, £4 on a Blu-ray. Prince of Monogogue is there, and then we've also got Pitch Perfect 3, which has been rumoured to get a new movie on the way apparently. We've got New Blood there for £8. The Pacific Tin alongside then this one here is Percy Jackson.
Right, got a few pickups in CEX, go through when we get home. I did 2 charity shops, pile of shite. There is also up here, I think, a cash converters, or what's it called? We'll have a look. Let's go and see. I'm sure there's another store up around the corner. I haven't been up here for ages on a Saturday, feels like. Yeah, there's Regenerate, that's what it's called. No sign, but let's go and have a look.
Last but not least then, inside Regenerate, we've got some 4K here. This is Captain Marvel, of course, with the slipcover. Can't find the price, but it's inside on the back there, $4.99 for that one. We've got Gulliver's Travels as well there with the slipcover. No price on the back, but that one there is 50p, so it's not too bad. We've got the Akira Kurosawa Samurai Collection. That is $24.99. That's on a Blu-ray through BFI. This big box set here, as you can see, this is Poirot from Agatha Christie, of course. He's the guy that Kenneth Branagh has done films on, Murder on the Orient Express and Death in the Nile, etc. But there's this big box set for $9.99 of all 57 episodes. It's pretty cool, pretty unique find. Lost Season 5 is there on the shelf as well. We've also got then some this is Hop, this is like the kids film there, as you can see, and then we've also got then The Jerk as well, obviously starring Steve Martin on the front, as you can see there. So yeah, a few things to have a look at here.
There we go then, back in the car. Completely need to get this off, it's too warm. There we go. Oh, Merthyr, not too bad. Not amazing things in CEX today. I probably jinxed it at the beginning. Yeah, not amazing, but all right, not too bad. Luckily, we made up for it this week with our pickups, of course, at the beginning of the video. I did still make like 4 or 5 pickups. I spent £3, so you can get a gist there of the spend. But anyways, I'm gonna get home now. So once I get home, I'll go through all the pickups that we picked up just now in Merthyr and show you guys what we've bought. Okay then, home now, and this is actually Sunday. So I came home and yeah, the day after basically. It was busy, obviously. It's not really, when I'm out, I can't really carry on normally filming like I normally would do, obviously with having the baby now and stuff. There's always stuff to do, so yeah. But I do have a little bit of time free now. I did start editing the video last night as well, so I know the video is quite a jam-packed one, so hopefully you're still with us at this point. We've got quite a few things to get into. We've got some mail that's come in, which has literally come in today basically. This is gifted mail, so this is from, you know, in relation to Boogie Nights as well that you saw at the beginning of the video.
I've had these two today, so I thought, you know what, I'll just add these in this video as well. Just make this a super jam-packed video. Of course, we had Boogie Nights, of course, the 4K, which I unboxed at the beginning of the video. So that one is there, but we've got two others to get into there. We've always got the pickups from Merthyr itself, and also we've got a giveaway to do as well at this video. So there's so much things to do. So we'll start with the gifted items then. So the first one was a 4K steelbook. Now I've actually had this before, and they must be releasing these, or this director's stuff, I guess, on 4K and also steelbook. This is from Studio Canal. This is Le Grand Bleu. So this is a 4K steelbook. Really good artwork on there. This is from the director Luc Besson. It's a French film. This is basically Le Grand Bleu, and in brackets there, the big blue, as you can see. A ton of specs there in terms of the 4 different line items. You get a 4K disc 1, 4K disc 2, standard Blu-ray 1, standard Blu-ray 2. So that is everything you get inside. Looks like we're getting some theatrical cuts and some director's cuts on different discs. But nice to see that this is a jam-packed release in terms of, you know, a theatrical cut on disc 1, and then as well as another 4K disc included then for that director's cut, and same with the Blu-ray. So 4 discs in a steelbook is insane. Yes, I did watch the first film of this director was Subway. I believe I reviewed that as well on the channel. It's somewhere. It's over here, I think. Yeah, so this was Subway. This was the first film of his, I believe. So he's really much going through his back catalogue and working with Studio Canal, of course, on releasing these in 4K and then steelbooks. So this is, as I say, Le Grand Bleu for that one. So that's nice to have. Thank you so much to those. I will show you guys what's inside it in terms of when I go the What I Watched month video. I'm not going to open that now because I've got so much stuff to get into. Just haven't had a chance. Then I also had another package then. This is from, I believe, Old Gold Media, but they use a PR company. So thank you to the guys for sending this over. A little bit delayed to get this because I think this actually came out last week, but I didn't get it. And this is season 3 of the Sweeney. So they're doing season 1, 2, which you might have watched previously. I've had number 1 and 2. This is number 3, and they now have number 4 coming out, I believe, in February. So yeah, they're ramping these up, and it's really good to see these getting upgraded into this new format, of course, and this new medium of, I guess 1080p. Really good transfers on this. They've done some really good work with it, and yeah, thank you so much for the copy, guys, for this one. This is the 3rd season, so as I say, that goes alongside season 1, season 2, and of course now season 3 for that one. So gifted items today has been pretty good. As you can see, that's out next week, Boogie Night. I will watch that this week. We've got the Corbin Blue is on High School Musical, the Grand Blue there, and then of course the Sweeney season 3. So yep, I will add those to my stack. I've got a long list of gifted items that have been obviously gifted to me, but I haven't had a chance to get to them yet because, well, I've had a baby over the last 6 weeks because she's 6 weeks old. So it is a bit, it's been a bit mad, obviously, to try and get to those. But we will chip away at them, and I will definitely watch Boogie Nights this week, so stay tuned for next Monday's Blu-ray Hunt. So next then we have the giveaway, which I will be running now. I actually did do a giveaway for some items that were in a mystery Blu-ray video, I think it was. So I already had a lot of them in that video, and I've got here 12 titles here that I no longer need because I already have these in my collection. I could keep these for cases, but in that video I basically decided to do a giveaway. So I will use my phone now, so I can't really record the screen, so I'll put it on the screen there of us drawing the winner as we're talking. But this is, of course, you know, a giveaway to you guys, and thank you so much today. I just said in the, basically put in the comments, like, you know, a thought, and then I'll draw the winner there. So there's the winner there on the screen, done in real time, so I didn't edit it and choose a winner. It has been done there, but of course I'm using my phone and my iPad's out of charge, so I've been able to do it live. But yeah, congratulations, those are yours, of course, and yeah, message me over on Instagram and we'll get them sent out to you. So that was nice. You know I am looking for cases that I've been doing in this video, but they would have been ideal cases, but at the same time, it's nice to give back to you guys, of course. Maybe I'm kickstarting your Blu-ray collection, maybe I'm plugging some gaps that you've been looking for, or maybe you're just going to get some cases. So win-win all around. So we've done the gifted items, we've done the giveaway. Now we've got, of course, what we picked up in Merthyr. I got a brown bag from them, so pretty cool. I did get some, you know, of those cases that I was on about earlier because I've just been looking, and obviously, you know what I mean when I say like the brand new feeling kind of things. Yeah, it's that kind of vibes. So we got a receipt there. Just gonna throw it back in there, but I spent only £3 actually in thingy. So not too bad. I bought 2 films that are, is it 2 films I think I bought? No, just 1 film actually. That is going to go into the collection, which I've wanted to get, and I thought I'd pick it up physically, and then of course I picked up 4, so £2 worth of cases. I'll go through the case things first. So we've actually got Street Dance 3D. I've already got this because it came in one of the mystery things, but of course 50p for the case. And also it came with these, like Street Dance 3D, remember these things? Glasses? Yeah, it came with those. The guy was like, you're going to have fun watching your street dance tonight, and I was like, to be honest mate, I'm going to bin it because I was from the case. So, but that is that there. He did say actually that they do just throw the cases away. So CEX should, like I said, CEX should look at that, like sell the cases on their own for 50p, because people like me would buy, I'm sure many of you guys probably would buy a case of CEX, you know, for 50p. But that is a Street Dance 3D, of course. That's going to go in the 50p pile, or in the pile of cases. Another one that will is Bridesmaid, but this is a pink case. This is quite a unique one, of course, and pretty cool to have. So get rid of the slip cover. I've already got Bridesmaids as well. And yeah, there's so much in this one to unpack. But yeah, it is a shame that I'm going to be getting rid of these films, and people might say, you're going to bin these films. These films are 50p for a reason. They're overproduced. There's so many of them out there, and the demand's not there for them. So, you know, people getting rid of films is just normal, I guess. You know, but you got to get rid of the right ones. You know, in the gaming world, it's things like FIFA. That's very, you know, thing. But here, it's things like these. So we've got another Snow White and the Huntsman, so that takes up to 3 copies of that now, which is, yeah. Of course, we got the Bridesmaids one, Street Dance, and then finally Sherlock Holmes, again, with the slipcover, because it makes it really nice and good there. So that is the 4 there for £2. Doesn't really matter. So I spent £1 on 1 film. As I say, I was interested in this film. It's all over the media right now, and this is a different take on it. And I saw this in the cinema, but this is Oz the Great and Powerful. I saw it for £1. I thought I'd just grab it physically because I'll watch it this way rather than watching it on Disney+. Of course, I'd rather support the physical media industry than the streaming industry. But yeah, so this is a different take in terms of Oz, and obviously, you know, I think it's Mila Kunis is playing Wicked Witch of the West, I think. But I don't know this take really. I can't remember it, and I'd like to watch it to put it in line with like Wicked and stuff like that. So I feel like it's kind of like a Christmassy kind of vibes in terms of fantasy and all of that. So I thought I'd pick that up for £1. And that is pretty much all the pickups from Merthyr. So of course we've got all of our stuff from Manchester as well, which technically does go into this week's video. So we got those ones there, that one alongside, we're going to keep Millionaire, aren't we? That one. And those are cases. So all in all, I've got 10 cases today, which is fantastic. 1 pink one, so that's good. All of which are 50p titles, so I'll go through that and sort those out. Yep. So that's great. And then we've got our pickup wise, we've got Slumdog Millionaire. Of course, I picked up 2 of those 50p. Realized I didn't have it, so I'm going to watch that. We then got Robots, a nice animated film from back in the day. A 4K release then of Civil War. Again, this came with a slipcover that is custom made, so really nice and one of a kind. We then got Field of Dreams. That has been recommended to me by Jamie Powell, so I've got that in the collection. Fanboys, I'm a big Star Wars fan, so wanted to give that a shot. Camp Rock 2, £2.50 there. Great. And then, of course, from Merthyr, we got Oz the Great and Powerful. So not bad in terms of pickups, in terms of CEX. Manchester really did save the week, to be honest. But, you know, I still would have just bought that Oz one in Merthyr. It wasn't like, oh, I've already bought these, I'm just going to buy that. Yeah, there was nothing really there that was interesting me. So, but all in all, I'm pretty pleased with those nonetheless. And, of course, our 3 gifted items from the studios, of course, Boogie Nights, Le Grand Bleu, and the Sweeney Season 3. So, all in all, not a bad video and pretty jam-packed in terms of Blu-ray hunting. Very much being the second bench warmer in this video because there's been so much other things going on. So apologies if it's a bit different to normal, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this jam-packed Blu-ray hunting video of doing so many different things, and hopefully it worked. So yeah, let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching though, guys. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon, and of course I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.